Greetings, class, and welcome to another Profesor Macabro's Horror DVD haul. Yes, I am back. I know you missed me, but I am back to share with you a great horror haul that we got. Yes, indeed. And I say we because I let the other guy buy everything and then I just enjoy it. It's what you call management. So let's get started with the first one. This is one that I am ashamed to say was not part of the collection. Not by choice, but because I couldn't find a damn copy of this. And I really needed it to complete a very important series that I have in the collection. But now I am a proud owner of Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. While I am not a big fan of the mask in this particular entry, I really like what they did with Jamie Lloyd and old Michael trying to get her. And if they would have followed through with the ending of this, it would have been really, really interesting. But they pussied out and they didn't follow through with that. But for what it is, I really like. It's not my favorite, or my second favorite, or even my third favorite Halloween movie, but it's still the fourth best one that I like. And yeah, I'm not a big fan either of the Thorn things. This one doesn't go too much into that. That happened later, but finally have a copy of this, and I am tickled red to have this on my collection. Now I just need to get Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, and a lot of people have commented that I don't really need that weird piece of crap, but let me just focus, there we go. But I am a completist, and I want to get that one just for the collection. Now this is one that I personally call an Oreo lover's worst nightmare, but it's a movie that I enjoy a lot, and I finally got a copy. Now, debatably, you could say that the Blu-ray has a lot more special features and a better image quality, but when it comes to old movies, I think that lower image quality works best in their favor. But really happy to get a copy of The Stuff. Just really, really fun. It's about a movie about this company that finds this like creamy, addictive substance that they sell, and everyone's addicted to it, but it turns out that it's like a sentient cream, and it starts eating people from the inside out. It's great. If you haven't seen The Stuff, I highly recommend it. Good stuff. The next one is one that it's an upgrade. I don't particularly like these. The first one is okay. The second one has moments, but after that it really goes downhill. But I needed to upgrade the copy of this that I have, because it's not scratched, but it was like buffered, and it kind of bugs me. And it's full screen, but I picked up a widescreen, unrated copy of A Scary Movie 4. It's an upgrade because, again, the copy I have is kind of scratched, and it's full screen. This is widescreen. Very, very hard to come by the slip cover, which is an extra bonus. I have the slip cover on the other one, but yeah, it's full screen. This one, I don't remember seeing it. And it's the sequel. I want to track down the first one, but it's called The Brotherhood 2. I don't know how many of these there are, but I might have caught the first one on TV and just don't remember it. This one, again, another blind buy. I don't remember seeing it. But I like this kind of like Fatal Attraction kind of movie. So there's so many Fatal Attraction kind of movies out there. Swim Fan, Single White Female, Obsessed. There are so many to count. And this one's Abandoned, which kind of sounds like that. I'll have to check it out. The next one is one that I wanted to check out on the theater, but it didn't last that long. But I still want to see it, even though I do know that it has a really, really out there plot twist. But on Blu-ray DVD combo pack, The Gallows. Again, I haven't seen it, but I know about it, and it sounds ridiculous. But I'll still check it out, because I like horror. One that I was trying to get, and I was really hyped for, until I found out it was PG-13. They could have done so much more with an R. And I was waiting for them to release an R version of this, because that's something that tends to happen. They film everything in R, and then they edit it for PG-13 so they can release in the theater, and then when it releases in home media, they release it as an R. But not this one, unfortunately. And it's really disappointed because I really liked it. I saw it. I really liked it. But it's The Meg. Shut up, Meg. No, not the Meg Griffin one. No, it's Meg, short for Megalodon. Now, one of my favorite shark movies is Jaws. But one of the other favorite shark movies is Shark Attack 3 Megalodon. Just because I can laugh my ass off with that. So, giant Megalodon sharks are really entertaining. I wanted to get this one, but again, I really would have enjoyed it. It would have been an R. But for what it is, it's a pretty good shark movie. Next one is one that I've been trying to track down for a good long while. The other guy shared that he got Poison Ivy with Drew Barrymore, and the sequel stars Alyssa Milano. But before she did Poison Ivy, she did a little movie called Embrace of the Vampire, which was later remade. But I wanted to get this one because it stars Alyssa Milano, and she has some really juicy scenes in that. The next one, I surprisingly don't have the first one. I need to get the first one, but I picked up the sequel, Wrong Turn 2 Dead End, which is actually better than the first one. The first one's okay, but the sequel is really, really good. And, yeah, the sequels after this one, not so much. But I haven't been able to get the first one, but I got the sequel, which is, in my opinion, a lot better. Picked up this 3-in-1 movie pack. Blind Buy, no idea what it's about. But the first one is called Demon Hole. The other one is Legacy of Evil. And the other one is Beneath the Mississippi. Total blind buys. No idea what they're about. The next one is one that I'm really happy to add to the collection. This is part of a Nightmare on Elm Street box set that I don't own. I have all the Nightmare on Elm Street. I was gonna almost do sacrilege and call it Friday the 13th. Mostly because I really like Friday the 13th. That's my favorite one as a franchise. The Nightmare on Elm Street ones are good, but yeah, they get worse and worse as far as the sequels come out. Whereas the Friday the 13th one, with the possible exception of 9, I really like the sequels. They didn't lose any quality, in my opinion. But there is a box set for the Nightmare on Elm Street that they're all snapper cases, and they form the face of Freddy. This one doesn't because it's a bonus disc, but it's the Nightmare Encyclopedia, the Nightmare on Elm Street Encyclopedia. No, the Nightmare series Encyclopedia. And it has a whole bunch of special features. It's a 3-hour long disc with a bunch of special features on the Nightmare on Elm Street. I have heard that the Blu-ray collection has the same special features, but I saw the disc-only one and I wanted to get it. The next one I picked up is a ridiculous one, but one that I needed nonetheless. Dracula 3000, even though he's not called Dracula. If memory serves me right, I think he's called Orlok, which is actually, if memory serves me right, the name of the vampire in Nosferatu. But this one is in space and he's trying to make his way to Earth. And the thing I remember the most is the tagline that says that in space there is no sunlight, which is bullshit, because in space there's nothing but sunlight. So, yeah. And the other thing is that I remember is that spoiler alert, at the end they're gonna kill the vampire by driving the spaceship to the sun, and they're like, well, we're gonna die, we might as well, make the beast of two backs. So the two survivors are doing it as they're flying towards the sun. And that was ridiculous, but almost dropped it. But enjoyable. I like a good train wreck. The next one I picked up is one that I haven't seen, but it stars Malcolm McDowell, who was in Caligula, and the remake of Silent Night, Deadly Night, and was in the Rob Zombie's Halloween, and it's called The Barber. No idea what it's about, but it has that actor, so I think it might be good. This one is another blind buy called Vinian, and it's about these people that are trying to look for someone in the jungles, and it doesn't go too well. It might not actually be a horror one. It looks like it's a horror movie, but I'll have to see it to determine that. And the last one I picked up is Heckle's Tale, which, based on the back, it seems to be about, necromancy and some really messed up shit. And looking forward to seeing this one. Well, that was the horror DVD update this time around. I have a lot of things to watch, because yes, I have not seen some of these, but as a horror collector, that's the kind of stuff that I enjoy. Coming across some really random gems or some really bad movies. That's the good thing about collecting horror. You come across a whole bunch of stuff. Something that might look like garbage turns out being really interesting. So we'll see how those movies go. As is a tradition in this channel and these type of videos, both the other guy and myself like to recommend these standouts of the collection, and it will be no surprise that I am going to go with movies that I have seen, and I can apologize for that bizarre cut. Hopefully I'll edit this better, but there was a cut because the battery warning light come up and it stopped the video. But as I was saying, I will recommend two movies, and it's no surprise which I am going to recommend. The first one is The Stuff. You can get this on Blu-ray if you're one of those people that like seeing stuff in HD, but as I mentioned in probably another video, and I don't like horror movies to be upgraded. Seeing a horror movie in HD tends to bring out the effects a lot more, so I prefer lower image quality. It's one of the things that I share with the other guy. I actually prefer seeing movies in lower quality, like VHS or some early DVD prints. And the other one I'm going to recommend is Halloween 4. Definitely my fourth favorite Halloween. Of course, the first one, Halloween, the first one is my all-time favorite horror movie. I love the hell out of that. Friday the 13th is my favorite franchise, but Halloween, the first one from 1978, that's the gold standard for me in horror movies. Then I like Halloween 4. Then I really love Halloween 3. So this would be my fourth favorite Halloween movie. But I highly recommend it nonetheless, even though the mask really throws me off. Well, class, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that you will watch some of these movies, or let me know if you have seen some of the movies that I know jiggly squat about. I have been told and asked to promote the channel, so if you want to see more horror stuff, you can follow me, Profesor Macabro, on Instagram. You can also follow me in the Twitters. You can also follow me in my Facebook page, if you still use Facebook. And also, I have opened up a TikTok account because I want to rule the world, and one day I will unleash my Hypnotoad to conquer. I probably said too much. Never mind that. Forget about that. Just follow me on TikTok, and you'll see some weird stuff there. But until I see you again, I wish you all a good evening.